So, depending on what order the videos go out, you know, this will have context. We're giving him another try. Because, you know, as much as I sound like I give up easily, I don't. I do like to give things a chance, but just know that depending on what order these videos appear in, the next round, if it's after this one, is probably going to be your average rant. But, you know, we'll have to see what type of survivors we're going against here. We get a ninja. I would have never thought that holding it like this is actually beneficial. I'm going to get rid of this because we're wasting too much time. We've got another one here that's just identical. Tell you what, I'll try this. That's old trickster in it that's literally just useless. Oh, there you go. Got some on that. Big ass unnecessary window where I can't actually destroy things. What's he on for? Don't actually have a doorway there. Get rid of that as well. I've just lost all my progress on him there. There is somebody on that gen. I don't know what this is. I think this is increased move speed, so we're literally useless against him. We're going to leave him. I'm going to go back to this gen. Oh my god, really? There we go, we get that. Can I please exit this useless power? Thank you. Thank god it is actually a new player team, because I don't think I'm going to be able to do anything with decent survivors with this killer at any level. We go around there. I thought I went around there by the scratch marks. There we go. I keep thinking that you can just hold M2 to do this. She waited? That's very unsafe. I was expecting Lithe. That's the first down without the power, by the way. A trend that will appear in the second round of this video. Depending on the order, as I say, you might have already seen it at this point, but there's context for it. The power being literally worse than just going for M1s. It was this one, wasn't it? Fuck's sake, where is the doors? Okay. We are on a bit of a shit map though anyway, for this killer. Nobody seems to be doing anything though. This is incredibly good because I will actually be able to get some gameplay out of this. We're just going to go back because I haven't found anybody, so this is really fucking annoying. I don't know why half of these rooms are closed off. What's up there? I don't give a shit about upstairs generator. I don't know where they were hooked either. I can hear the Dwight somewhere. Need a locker. Okay. Dude, this fucking door is really pissing me off because it's literally slap bang in the middle of the map where I need to be going. There we go. I'm not gonna go for it though because he's too Okay, we'll go for the M1 again. That's another M1 down. We do get pain res there though, so that'll have done that. Committing a bit too much to that. Don't know where he went. What? Oh, this way. Was he going the way I've just been? Don't fucking know, just get rid of it. It's basically a god palette for this killer. Let's refresh me things. Going around, is he? Can I please try and get an injure and a down from my actual killer power that's worse than M1 in people? Ooh. Now imagine this killer against survivors that know how to use walls to their advantage. I'm not insulting this guy, by the way, he's clearly a new player, but just imagine this against any sort of competent survivors, and you're going to literally never get anybody. Ooh. I have to land all of these, otherwise I don't... There you go. Not a chance. We'll just go for the M1 again then. There you go. M1's being more viable than killer power. Right, there's two people not actually doing anything at the moment, which is good for me. That's pretty much a god palette for him. So there's those blades being literally pointless because he's just decayed. That's very unsafe. Fuck me, dude. This is so fucking bad. It's one. Go for the M1 again. There's an M1 down. I don't think I've downed anybody with my power yet in this game. I can't remember whether I've scourged this guy. I probably have, based on him being at stage 2. Both of them were on this one. She's doing nothing over there. I'm going to see what she's doing, because that's the exact same place from before. What are you doing? Should have M1'd, by the way. There you go, there's an example, by the way, when they do use walls. Big ass window where I can't actually do anything. There you go. And for context, the survivors I usually do play against, because I am low MMR on this killer, this game would have been over about 10 minutes ago, literally. This is only because this is low MMR and I'm against new players here. Not a fucking chance Is this killer going to be anywhere viable against even halfway competent survivors based on this? Because it's not just me, this is literally just unplayable. If we understood basic physics, we might actually be able to get hits through there, but it's fine, you know. There we go. So that's pain res now dead. That's why I don't usually use it, because now I've got 3 perks. Gabriel's giving me a good example. He's running around here, so my power's literally useless. Didn't play that very well though. I do believe this killer is an example of Steam Forums gaming though, or what I'm going to call Steam Forums gaming. Because if you're unaware, whenever killers get any sort of power, there are threads demanding nerfs for the killer, en masse as well, on the Steam Forums, and I do believe this is basically how the Steam Forums would design a killer, where it literally can't do anything to you unless you make massive mistakes. And behaviour caters to this shit, as has been evidenced numerous times, unfortunately. That's a god pallet. Although it's actually quite a weak pallet, that. Should have just M1'd. There's knowing when to use like M1 and use your power, but honestly, like, my M1 is literally better than my actual killer power. Like, this is literally a place I can't get him. So we're just gonna have to break the pallet, I suppose. And he's got adrenaline. I know she had adrenaline. But yeah, this is against very low MMR survivors as well, and I'm having to literally try and, you know, sweat for it. It's like there, we're just going to M1 because there's literally no reason to use my power. Power is a hilarious thing to call it as well. I can just run out because it takes 8 blades, and he's out. So it's more of the same though from the first round, just in a less violently spoken manner, honestly. He's just fucking trash. Quite honestly, he really is, he's useless. This is fucking useless if they just run round a doorway like that, you literally can't do anything. But there you go, Steam Forums gaming, boys and girls. So that will be the video. I will put this video first, obviously, because obviously it's the first round. It's going to be a bit more, well, it's going to be less distasteful than the next one, but I assure you the next one, it's more of the same, quite honestly. But if you want to see your rant, then, you know, you'll get that next. But yeah, just to reiterate what I do say in that video as well, he's just fucking trash. He really is. He's so bad. Like, this killer is just fucking unplayable. Like, this is really low MMR as well. I mean, look at these numbers compared to what I normally play against. Like, he's fucking terrible, mate. He just is. So that's going to be the Trickster video. We will put the next round up, but, you know, it is what it is. There's the Trickster changes. The only positive I will say is that they've made him 115% movement speed. Everything else is utterly fucking unusable and just wank, quite honestly. That's the verdict. I will see you for the next round, which is a bit of a ranty one, but, you know, you're going to see me, the usual stuff when it's just, I mean, I'm going to say it, but, you know, when it's just bad design, because it just is, like, it's fucking terrible, mate. there's knowing how to play a killer. I understand that. Like, I don't play this killer, but every sort of conceivable situation where I will run it through in my head while I'm playing the game, like, what can I do here? And I do sort of do it in that situation, and it still doesn't pay off. Like, it just doesn't work. You break line of sight of this killer, and he can't do anything. He's literally useless because he slows down to throw blades. He's 115 when he's not got his blades out, but I think he slows down as well because I think he feels a little bit slower when you take your blades out. So I think he goes back down to 110 when you ready the blades. So basically, if you just walk behind a wall, he's basically the same speed as you, nearly, as Survivor. He's fucking trash. But anyway, before it drags on, the rest of the rant will continue in post-game in the next one if you want to listen to that, but, you know, it's up to you. So there it is. I'm not going to play this killer anymore. There it is. See you in the next one. I said I'd do it. Put myself through this. Right. We're on the game as well, so I think we just lose. But, you know, let's not be negative right at the beginning. We're just going to see what changes the tricks. I do feel faster, actually. I will say that, so that's positive. I've not played Trickster since he was released, though. How the fuck do I throw? Like that. Okay. There's Trickster Gameplay 101. This was one of the reasons why I thought this killer was useless, because you just find a wall and it's a complete safe zone. Wow, that decays a lot faster as well. That's a fucking nerf, right? Why would you nerf the most useless fucking killer in the game? Sure. We'll just go for the M1, I guess. Now, I have heard, obviously, on the Steam forums, and I know the Steam forums is an absolute fucking wealth of knowledge for this game, but I have heard that he is actually fucking useless at the moment, so we'll have to see, you know. There's a gate in the middle of there, isn't there? So it's going to take about 4 gens to get anybody, I think. Some dickhead's going to get his ego generator as well. What's that? Just do it. There you go, there's a down. Can I stop? Thank you. This guy's here, so if he's got background player, we just don't give it. We'll face this. There we go. Oh, we got some dickhead running around here now. We'll go for her again, I suppose, out of those two. It's not for the tunnel, it's just for, you know, not giving some dickhead the ego boost he clearly wants. I literally can't fucking see. There we go. Just get her again, I suppose. DS? No. It's that one over there, because I'm in deadlock. I'm using that basically for the aura. So don't stop this, right? We will get blades. How many blades are we actually getting this now? 44. Okay. Give us a kick. Or a twat, I should say. It's probably a lie, right? The speed increases are positive, I'll say that. Because I remember the last time I did play Trickster, you just literally couldn't catch anybody because you were just too slow. Throwing your blades slew you down even more, so when you went to, if anybody went to a wall that you couldn't throw over, it's a literal safe zone. This guy's not really reacting too much, we're going to get rid of this though. Sounds like he's running this way. No, he's gone upstairs. I'm not even going to try and defend gens with this killer. don't know who this is. I think he went downstairs. Guess we're just losing then. Nobody on that. You alright? Did they make his terror radius a bit more confusing or something? Fuck me, dude. How many fucking blades do I need to hit to injure people? Oh my god, did they increase that? It takes fucking ages to actually damage anybody. That's a new pallet. I've never seen that before. Like this map needed any more pallets. I had a feeling. So what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got some dickhead behind me just following me around with a flashlight, so that's actually 2 people just doing gens at the moment. I'm just gonna go for the fucking N1. Fucking power's useless. Well done, dickhead. You gonna do it again? Gonna run the other way. There's got to be like 3 people on the planet, right, that enjoy actually playing this killer. Just gonna throw that in there, because I don't know how you do. Like, I hate to fucking say, like, sound like this, but I don't know how you would enjoy this killer when there's so many better options. He just feels so shit to play. Based on what I've seen here, anyway. It's not that one. I don't know if those are my footsteps I can hear or what. That's 3. Because the blades are really slow as well. Fucking hell, dude. And it starts decaying, so whatever you're doing isn't always guaranteed either. I did press control there, but it just didn't do it for me. And now I'm locked in animation. Wow, this killer's fucking terrible. Allow me to vault, don't just stand there in a black screen. I did say I wanted to get this out of the way, and I do mean that, because I'm not playing this killer again. I apologise to people who wanted me to do more tricks though, if fucking even was any of yous. Because this is just... I just don't understand, honestly. Like, this is literally safe. What's he on? 7. I don't know where he is. And it's decaying. Can I get him through there, maybe? This is shit, guys, it really is. It's just absolutely wank. Just get rid of this. There's all my progress going. Look at his portrait, there it goes. All the fucking time I've just spent for fuck all. Literally nothing. Good fucking lord. Okay. It's gonna be this one, right? It's only slightly on, I think. Yeah. It's the engine. I'm not even gonna try for blades here. Got stuck on the wall. Should go around the other way, I can't hear her. Here comes this dickhead again. The centre of attention. And the power roll, by the way. Always like to say that when I'm playing this. Not going to chase people that want to be chased. I think she went downstairs. Don't know where she went now. There you go, because my power's literally useless. I'm putting on pain res for what it's worth. If I even get it before the last gen's done, because it's probably going to be the other one, right? She didn't come back, I was expecting her to come back. I've got 3 blades. There she is. It's not even worth reloading, to be honest, because I'm not going to be able to do anything. Expecting which way he's gone. See, this is a loop where he might be good, but she's just going to drop it anyway, because I can actually like throw over things. Like, this is literally just safe against Trickster. Fucking hell. If I had to make an assumption, this is like pretty much what the ideal survivor main killer is, right? The killer that's just completely fucking brain dead to play against because he can't actually do anything to you. Fucking hell, just go for the M1. There you go. Useless fucking power, mate. There you go, go and get your free escape. Gate's already done. I don't even know what fucking triggers this main event. What are you teabagging against a Trickster for, you fucking plank? Christ. At least do something impressive. She blocks me there. Might be balanced. I can only go for it there. There we go. If it's DS, she's out. There we go. We'll go around this way. I might not make this. Only just, probably. The Yunjin just let her die there, though, because if she went for the body block, she would have been completely safe there, because I wouldn't have been able to. But based on the teabagging and the flashlight clicking, I'd imagine that this is the ideal killer for survivor mains to go against. Something that you don't have to use your fucking brain to play against. Based on that. Because that's what they all cry about on the forums every time we have a killer that has any sort of power in the game. It's always, oh guys, is this killer OP? Because that's what they do, they form in like circles and they like, you know, lick their own asses. Because they start threads with, you know, oh, is he OP, guys? I think he's OP. And then the second person to respond's like, yeah, I think he is. And then they all fucking, you know, just snowballs from there and start sucking each other's dicks. But anyway, there it is. There's your Trickster gameplay. Never touching him again. I don't think he's good, honestly. I think he's absolutely shite. I'm not going to put the hours into playing a killer as well, where I have to chop my own cock off to play it. So it is what it is. Don't take that out of context either, because I know this is the LGBTQ killer. That is not the context there. What I mean by that is putting myself at a needlessly large and frankly understandable disadvantage to play a killer when there are literally every single option on the killer roster is better than this shit. So there it is. That's what I mean by that. Gimping myself, nerfing myself, just because, you know, I'm British and I'm a bit vulgar. That's what you basically get in there. But yeah, I'm not playing this killer again. He's fucking shite, honestly. The fact that, you know, any survivor can run to literally any loop that has a wall on it and you are completely safe, why even bother playing him, honestly? Like, I know it's another one of them videos where it's just bitching, but that is just genuinely unfun to play, quite honestly. And I don't really understand why they increased the amount of fucking blades it takes to actually injure a survivor when you throw them slower. It's like, it really baffles me every single time they do shit like this. It's because it shows to me blatantly, like, and I know I'm not supposed to say this because, you know, I've got to be happy while I'm playing this game and I can't dare criticise a game developer ever, otherwise I'm the fucking evil one, but I don't understand how you can actually say you play your own game and you test it when you put out shit like that. Because what you're basically, if you're testing your game and you think that is good, you're playing with your mates, honestly, and you're playing, you know, you're testing it and kill your friends, basically. That's all you're doing. You're not testing it on live servers if you think that shit is fucking playable in, like, live games like this, because it just isn't. Like, they run to any loop like that and you can't fucking do anything. So, to me, in my mind, like, as somebody who plays Xeno, that has anti-loop with a tail, plays Chucky now. Chucky's becoming one of my mains. Probably Xeno and Chucky are going to be my mains, quite honestly. Because Chucky actually has gap closing, and he has, you know, his size and his stealth working on his side. That basically is his anti-loop, and it works in quite a lot of cases, because survivors, because of how small you are, that's the deception of it. They can't see where you are. This guy, he's a full-sized killer, so you can just see him at loops. There's no mind game potential because he, you know, you can red glow mind game with him, but other than that, he can't. He's got no anti-loop because he can't use his power at loops. Anything that's got, you know, more than a half wall, he's literally just, you know, he's useless. But I will say that the speed increase is better. Like, I don't understand any killer, to be honest, that's a fucking 110% ranged or not, quite honestly, because the game's just not balanced for that anymore. With the way survivor speed it is, and the amount of, like, stuff that they have at their disposal anyway to get out in chase these days with anti-chase perks, I don't think any killer should ever be 110%. I think they should all be base speed 115% all the time, because that's just the healthiest of speeds. It's not too fast and it's not too slow. 110% is too slow as a killer. Any killer, ranged or not. The only example that I do understand the slow move speed on is Nurse, because obviously she can teleport, blink, basically. But yeah, nah, I'm not playing this killer. Honestly, I'm not going to do any more on him. I just can't. I'm getting to that point with this game now where any sort of, you know, killer that's like this, that's just blatantly fucking shite to play, I'm just not going to do it. Because I'm not going to, in my mind, I'm not going to put another statistic, you know, of this killer being played into what behaviour reads, because behaviour only go off the, you know, the face value numbers. They don't actually look at the game when they're balancing it, and I can tell you that fucking right now that they don't, based on the stuff that is in the game. And I fully understand that balancing an asim and an asim like this is not easy to balance. I understand that, but when you've got shit like Made for This existing as it did back in, you know, up until a couple of days ago, before Chucky was released and all that, and it got nerfed, it's not. That shit isn't just. It just doesn't. It shouldn't exist, honestly, as far as I'm concerned. The only reason it does exist is because when game developers do this, they release shit onto the servers that is broken, so that you will buy that, and then after a couple of months, like it has been here, it's been nerfed and things like that. It's the same situation in TCM at the moment, where the new killer and the new survivor are completely fucking breaking the game, and there's numerous threads over how broken they actually are, the pair of them. But that's because these developers want you to buy that shit. They will just literally sit through all the complaints and all the review bombs and all that shit for the sake of actually getting money out of you. That's what it is. But yeah, in terms of for them to sit there and say on the streams and all that they go through the game and they're like, oh, we've noticed that this does this and all this, the way they word it, how they usually do it and all that. It's like you're not playing it on fucking public servers. You're really not, because you're not going into games and you're not seeing this shit and you're not fucking you're not sitting there and saying that this is all right. Because honestly, I don't know who's play tested Trickster and thought they were a good idea, but yeah, I don't know, mate. Honestly, I'm not playing him anyway. But there it is. There's my verdict, my final answer. Yeah, Jeremy Clarkson again. But yeah, I'm not going to play this killer anymore. It's as simple as that, quite honestly. If anybody wanted to see me play this killer, I'm mainly a Xeno main and a Chucky main at the moment anyway, but I just said, when the patch notes came out, I said I'd do a video on it, and there it is. I have never felt less of the fucking power roll in an ASIM ever, and I do play this game quite a lot, so that's speaking quite volumes, Yeah, nah, it ain't happening. So we will return to Chucky and Xeno, I suppose, for the foreseeable future, and see what the next killer has in store for us, if he's any good. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed to some degree. I know there's some people out there that do find me rants quite funny, but it is what it is. If I'm not enjoying it, I'm going to sound like I do. So there it is. Hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.